Welcome to Melbourne, Australia, for the damn race here in Albert Park. Yeah. I'm Larry Watson. And I'm here with David Davis.
Yeah.
Fernando Alonso's on the pole. Shane Van Hamburger second. Then we got George Scooty, Buckshot Floyd, Daniel Kvyat, Billy Bob Sr., Chester Stone, Ricky Lee Cagle, Jenkins McNiggleshits, Thomas Randall, Dorian Wright, Dolores Johnson, Colin
What
Henthorne.
the hell was on the front of that car?
I don't know, man. Kushmani, Rakesh Patel, Chuck Dawson, Billy Bob Jr., Skeeter Bob Houston, last season's winner here, Grant Middlefinger, Tobuscus Tobacco, Chaz Mostert, Gunship Gunslinger. A lot of big things happened to that team the last couple of
Yeah,
days.
yeah,
Steve,
big is right.
yeah, Steve O, you fat, Huckleberry Cooter, Chris Leota, Franz Herman, Screwball Scooty, Jimbo Johnson, Billy Dennis, Rodney Roberts, Brock Feeney, Jack LeBrock, Quandale Dingle, Black Sea Bell, and Monkey Man. It's gonna be a wild one today. I feel it.
Yeah, damn good.
As engines are fired and we are ready to get going here. Not much of a pace lap. We're just gonna line them up and go.
Yeah,
That's how
racing.
that's how we do it around here. Gupta Patel will be joining us once again in the booth here momentarily. He just had to take care of some things. I guess he wanted shrimp on the barbie or whatever the fuck they got here. But damn, that pace car is hauling ass.
He should let me get the fuck out of the way.
A packed to capacity crowd here at Albert Park. We're ready to go racing. Hometown hero on the front row. Green flag. We're raping. Pretty decent start, but great start for Fernando Alonso. He's going to be clear going into turn one. Will we have any dive bomb moves? Not really. All lined up pretty well. First few positions. Battle between Kvyat and Buckshot Floyd. Colin Henthorne going for a big dive bomb. Teammates here side by side as well. And look at this side by side going through the really sketchy turn 5. Not a corner you want to do that in. Oh!
But, oh man,
Billy Bob Sr. just whacked the fuck out of the wall. I think he's alright though. We'll be fine. Oh shit!
what the fuck?
Jenkins McNiggleshits just hit the wall. He hit it hard as fuck. That's gonna be some big ass damage for that car. I don't think he will be competing today. Fernando
Not like he
Alonso's
was going to, anyways.
Fernando Alonso stretching his legs here in the lead of this thing. Shane Van Hamburger comfortably in second. George Scooty in third. Very clean start for these guys up front. Look at Dolores Johnson going for another move on Dorian Wright. Doesn't work actually. Gets passed by
Somebody's in
Kush.
the gravel.
Yeah, Robin's racing. Kushmani and Dolores Johnson side by side as we complete the first lap here in Melbourne. Only one major incident that lap, and yeah, damn good. Mid somehow a 57 has been able to keep up, and he's not actually that far off the pace, which is a shock. Chaz Mostert trying to make a move on him. Supercars champion has not won here, I don't believe. And oh shit! Billy Bob Sr. or Billy Bob Jr. just got the fuck wrecked out of him by the 16 Grant Middlefinger.
Oh
Oh,
my god, he's
oh,
rejoining the
oh my
racetrack.
god, what an awful rejoin. What the fuck? That
What the fuck?
that dumbass. I'm sure Billy Bob Jr.'s absolutely pissed. Let's go back and look at what the fuck happened, man.
God,
He just threw it on in there and
looks like Grant Middlefinger just cleaned him out.
he said, fuck you, bitch.
Grant Middlefinger.
Man, what's with people rejoining like a fucking idiot in front of Gunship this season? Same thing happened at Monza. If you remember, I think Jimbo rejoined like a retard in front of him.
Well, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, I wouldn't put much past Jimbo.
Pretty tame at the front as we stand.
Yeah, however, that 73 car, he's closing in on Fernando Alonso.
We might get a fight for the lead here shortly.
Yeah,
Buckshot's dropped a few spots.
doesn't look like anybody's going for any moves into turn one. Everybody's gonna be a bitch. And into turn three, it's probably gonna be the same. Well, Dolores might go. How are you that close and not going for a move? What the hell? Are these
Because
people
Dolores is
dumb?
slow.
Oh, there goes Jimbo on Chris
Nope,
Leota.
he was too scared.
Yep, pussy.
Yeah.
Man, this turn six section, such a satisfying corner to drive through.
Yeah.
Can really attack the curbs on this new configuration of the track.
Yeah. Especially in a 3,500-pound cup car.
Oh yeah, drives like a dream. Well, drives better than Jimbo's truck. But I mean, a brick with wooden wheels would drive better than that son of a bitch.
I'm pretty sure a truck sitting on cinder blocks would drive better than Jimbo's truck.
Jimbo just drives Facebook vehicles, honestly. Meanwhile, on the back, we had a little bit of a couple dive bombs there. Nothing to write home about, though.
Looks like the pack has settled down for the most part as we get settled in for a long green flag run.
Yeah, something we haven't had here in a minute, really, at these Australian tracks. We had a fucking insane race last season. A lot of cautions, a lot of caution
It looks
laps.
like Gunship's looking for a move.
Yep, Gunship, new permanent driver of that 12 car for the rest of the season after that team was sent over to Good Smile Racing. Tiger King Racing is no more as it was double tapped by a drone. Jimbo Johnson with an incredibly late dive bomb.
Still can't make it stick.
Ran
Can he
the
fight around the
around
outside?
the outside. Is
They're
he
going to be
gonna do it?
side by side.
Jimbo,
Oh,
man,
man.
Jimbo's got it.
Chris was just too much of a pussy to stay in the
Well,
gas.
then he's gonna open the door for a screwball here.
Yeah, screwball.
These guys are gonna get up to about 160, 170 mile an hour down here. And really, this bend, as big as it looks, it is not flat. They gotta do a slight lift there. Really, really hard to stay close. I'm sure if we put more downforce on the cars next season, it'd be a lot better of a race here.
Well, that's for pussies.
As Monkey Man and Black Sea Bell fighting for last place. Well, of the main pack. These two pitted, I believe. Yes, both of these guys pitted. They ain't got nothing to lose, so might as well. Man, it's a foreigner 1-2 right now.
Jordan really needs to get up there and get in between these two.
Man, we could be having an Arctic 1-2-3 right now. We are in danger of it. Oh! Daniel, what the
fuck?
The torpedo! Daniel Kiviat just bumped the fuck out of George Scooty. That ain't the chrome horn. Fuck, man. That's a
That
chrome
was the
baseball
chrome
bat.
sledgehammer.
Chrome horn, man. What the fuck was that, man? I know,
It's all
George.
right.
Let's get
It
that.
looks like George. Okay.
Let's get that in-car audio, George.
What the fucking fuck? That stupid Russian bastard.
Oh man. Well, it could have been worse. Thankfully, George
George
Scooty's
looks to be
still on the
okay after
racetrack.
that. I will say that if he gets back around that Russian, he better watch out.
I mean, he ain't that far behind him. He better watch out.
He might be coming. he, he's coming.
Shane Van Hamburger's really closed up that lead this lap. What a well-funded fucking team, man. We got Coinbase, Amazon, and Lamborghini. Such a well fucking funded team, man.
Yeah, that they sure ain't short on cash.
Oh, hang on. Shane
Saint
Van
Van
Hamburger.
Hamburger is there.
He got really tight in turn 3 there. Wouldn't it be something if this man won on home soil? His first win in anything.
Anything you say.
Well, first win in our ladder. Has not won in the Xfinity or Truck Series.
Was always a very talented driver, just couldn't quite get it done.
I gotta say, these supercars drivers are really not as fast as I thought they'd be at this track. As similar as those cars are, you'd think they'd be running better.
Takes a real American to drive a car like this.
We don't have a single American in the top 4.
Shut up.
Shane Van Hamburger, he's there. He's there. Well, shit, with a last name like Hamburger, he better be a red-blooded American.
You're damn right.
He better not be some bald Australian guy or bald Kiwi.
They should have named him Shane Van Walmart Cheeseburger from McDonald's.
Yeah, Fernando McDouble. As look like Kvyat, Scooty, Billy Bob Sr. all pit. They're gonna pit early. Wonder
George
if
Scooty said he may hop out of the car and whoop Daniel Kvyat's ass.
we'll see what happens. I don't think anybody else is selected to pit, which is really odd. Look at these Toyotas. Absolutely disgusting that we have these foreign manufacturers.
The battle of the cigarettes here.
Marlboro versus Newports. What you like to eat better?
I personally prefer the taste of Newports.
I think Newports are pretty good, but can't go wrong with a good old Marlboro Reds.
I love me a cowboy killer every now and then.
Hell yeah, brother.
I used to be a 3-pack a day smoker, I did.
Hell yeah. What you think of Black and Milds?
I, I can't say that on air.
Oh, man. Oh, hang on.
Hang on, here comes Shane Van Hamburger.
He might be looking for a move here down into turn 10, I think. I don't know.
Oh, he showed him the nose.
He's trying to say, man, that is a driver. That's a hell of a driver to try to intimidate Fernando Alonso. Real hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby type of battle right here.
If Hamburger gets a good run out of here, he may have a shot down into one.
I don't think he does. Any other takers on pit road? No. Shout out to Thomas Randall though. Got a call short notice to come run these Aussie races, and he's ran well in both of them so far.
He might have earned himself a ride.
Ricky Lee Cagle tried to look for a move on book shit. Chester Stone saying, God motherfucking damn.
Oh, well. The gap widened open quite a bit between first and second. I wonder if Hamburger made a mistake.
Yeah, getting in the car. And nope, there we go. Chuck Dawson, taker on pit road. I would like to point out that I think George Scooty took 2 tires. Or maybe just had that much better of a stop. He is ahead of Daniel Kvyat.
It's about time.
The best way to get a driver back is just to go out and kick their ass on the track. Yeah, that gap did widen. I think Hamburger may have made a mistake.
Still showing the nose very late on the brakes.
Trying something. Nobody's
I
really.
wonder what the lap times look like between those cars that pitted and those that didn't.
So the leaders right now setting 153s, and the guys who just pitted are setting. We won't actually know until they cross the line.
George Scooty's got plenty of clean air. We'll see what he's setting. Doesn't look like that car suffered too much damage from the contact with Kvyat.
No, not at all.
Good run out of there for Hamburger.
Damn good. Alright, let's see what this lap time is going to be for Jord. $153.1. Okay, 152.6 for Kvyat. 152.4. And these guys just set a 154.1 compared to a one.
Now,
It's about 2 seconds.
if
Not
these
near,
guys don't pit soon, they may get overtaken.
not not as big as a fall off as last week, and surely not as big of a fall off as we'll see next week at Bathurst. That's going to be a hell of a race.
Damn good.
Can a Cup car take the Dipper? We'll find
By
out.
God, we're going to try.
Nobody's trying to do anything. It's kind of insane to me. Oh, Chris Leota, Chris Leota and Jim were fighting.
That's a rivalry that goes back quite a long ways.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ever since that season 1 Coke 600 when Jimbo and Chris wrecked each other on purpose in turn 3, they've hated each other since.
I
In
think
fact, at the autograph signing, Jimbo and Buckshot were signing autographs, and they saw a fan with a Chris Leota hat. Jimbo had that fan escorted out of the building. Saw that on the
as
Rolex
he should have.
Instagram. Saw that on that damn.
As he should have.
Yeah. And honestly, I agree. Any Chris Leota fan cannot be trusted. If Chris crossed applesauce, think what he's gonna do to you.
Exactly. I agree 100%.
Yeah. And Buckshot Floyd pitted, and look at this. George Scooty might come out with the lead.
Wonder what the lap times were like that time. What if he improved?
53-1 that time, and let's see what the leaders set. 54.4.
That's over a second a lap. What's the fuel
So,
window look like here?
fuel window looking at about 12 to 15 laps.
I wonder if these two up here aren't going to try and one stop it.
They, man, that'd be a stretch, wouldn't it? And Alonso pits as
Nope, here
well.
they
Yep,
come.
both of them coming in. I think, yeah, the meta is going to be a two-stop. Does anybody
And here
try to...
comes much of the top 10.
Yeah,
Will anybody stay out?
everybody's coming in. Does anybody stay out? Surprised nobody's trying anything crazy, trying to make a little pass right there is a pretty big checkup.
Here comes George.
Alright, the moment of truth.
Did he make up enough time?
I'm gonna say he did. Oh, it's gonna be close.
George down into one.
He's gonna
Alonso
clear.
coming out of the pits. Hey, George Scooty leads the race.
Oh!
Oh my goodness!
Oh!
Oh my goodness!
They
Oh my
just
goodness!
crashed!
Daniel Kvyat!
They crashed! Oh my fuck!
Oh my god!
They killed each other!
Oh my god! What a massive hit for Daniel Kvyat!
Second week in a
And
row, and look at this massive ass pack right here. Buckshot's trying to drive it away. He is slow as hell.
Buckshot heavy damage on the nose of that car.
Second week in a row, Buckshot's gonna be involved in a crash coming out of the pits. Daniel Kvyat, what a race he was having, and oh, seems Jack LeBron and Brock Feeney fucking hit each other in the pits. Something happened there. What the
This is going to be a
hell?
wild one to break down.
Ridiculous shit, man. And George Scooty's gonna be the beneficiary, although he will be on older tires, so.
I don't know. It looked like he's pulled away from these two.
Oh shit, Hamburger trying to go for it.
Couldn't get it done.
And Kvyat's out of this thing. George Scooty leads us to the yellow flag. These two, they finally fixed whatever the fuck was happening with them. I think the two Aussies are pissed at each other.
It would look that way.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness!
What the?
What happened?
What the?
Thank God!
Coming to the line to take the yellow flag.
Billy Bob Sr. on his lid.
Ricky,
Oh my God!
oh my, Ricky Lee,
My God!
Ricky Lee Cagle took him the fuck out, and that just killed Kush Mighty, Dorian Wright, Skater Bob Houston, and Rakesh Patel. Your points leader is crashed. What the fuck happened, man?
This has been a wild lap.
Oh my god. The Rolex Cup Series is back and better than ever. Holy shit. I hope Billy Bob Sr.'s okay, man.
That was a wicked hit.
I'm sure he's alright.
That old man's tough. He'll be all right.
Yeah, that is one tough son of a bitch.
Holy shit. We need to go back and break down this lap.
Holy shit! What a fucking laugh. So we
So
see.
George Scooty. So here we go.
Yeah.
Buckshit was making the move on Daniel Kivyat. Looks like Buckshit ran him a little wide. Buckshit just wasn't having it. He took Daniel Kivyat out straight up. And the
Yeah.
one rule in stock car racing is if you're going to wreck somebody, don't wreck yourself. But Buckshot Floyd doesn't have the talent to do that. So for the second week in a row, he has DNF'd due to his own stupidity.
Yeah, and look at him trying to block here. Like, what a dipshit, man.
Look at this. This guy has the whole front end of his car torn off, and he's trying to block guys that are obviously faster than him. I mean, this guy's just a moron, if you ask me.
And Buckshot Floyd does not deserve a ride in the Cup Series. You should not be
No, he
doing that
doesn't.
shit at this level of stock car racing.
Well,
So,
let's go back here. Let's ride on board with Billy Bob Sr. just for this lap and see how this all transpired.
yeah, so let's actually go to the helicopter view. It's going to be our best view of how everything happened. Billy Bob Sr. did not have a good. Looks like he does not have a good backstretch here. We call it a
Colin
backstretch,
Henthorne
but
closed
I
it
mean,
up quite a bit.
yeah, you can just see the handling on that 79 is so much
It
better.
looked like Billy Bob Sr. had a big lift there through the kink, and
And
this closes everybody up.
yeah, it wouldn't have happened if Buckshot Floyd didn't do his bullshit.
I agree.
And there's Colin Henthorne. And that's how he's going to become the car that got out of here unscathed.
I wonder if something wasn't going wrong on that 84 car.
Well, you remember the 84 did pit early, so his tires are not nearly as good as these guys on new tires. But
Looks like he got a little bit of a nudge there from the 42.
Ricky Lee Cagle trying to get as many positions as he can before the yellow, and I don't think he did that on purpose. God, what a
Rick,
fucking
God
hit,
Almighty,
man.
what a wild wreck.
And I think he's going to get out of this unscathed. This motherfucker flipped.
This is just a testament to the durability of these cars. God Almighty. I don't know about unscathed, but
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, he's definitely. Yeah, I think. Yeah, okay, never mind. He's out. uh, so your top five now is gonna be Fernando Alonso, Chester Stone, Thomas Randall, Colin Henthorne. Okay, a lot of these guys pitted. They're gonna try to probably go the rest of the way, I would imagine.
George Scooty pitted, so he'll be on fresh tires.
Yeah. I'd look out for Shane Van Hamburger, but we definitely got some new players up here in Chester Stone for one. Thomas Randall has a new shot at actually being able to contend for this possibly. Ricky Lee Cagle always good on the road courses. Jack LeBrock, he is actually a lap down. We are gonna have to waive him. And the fuck happened to Quandale Dingle? This motherfucker crash? You're shitting me. Oh wait, I think it was in the pits. Oh,
Was it? Oh my God. Oh my God.
oh, looks like Jimbo actually crashed on pit road and oh my, okay.
Black Sea Bell got airborne in the pit lane.
Well, that's some bullshit. What is Brock Feedy doing? Go around the pace car, you fucking loser. There you go.
He was cussing the pace car driver out.
If I'm Brock Feedy, I get the fuck out of here before we go green.
You'll get run over.
This is gonna be our first restart that we see. So we'll see how this goes. Alonso is gonna lead them. And we're green.
Let's See how tame this restart is.
I think Chester Stone got a pretty good run off the final corner, but he's not going to do anything with it.
He's all over the back of Fernando Alonso. Well, he looked for a move down into one.
I think Chester Stone might. He might. I think he's going to have a look here. No, he's going to stay right behind him. Wow. What a bitch. Thomas Randall is getting. He's got Colin Henthorne all over the rear end of that car. And Colin Henthorne is kind of an underrated road racer. We don't talk about him much at these types of tracks, but he's been sneaky good when we have to turn left and right.
As we see more Amazon sponsorship on the rear of that car.
Which, honestly, it makes sense. Colin Henthorne, I mean, he's got Daniel Kvyat, Shane Van Hamburger, and Fernando Alonso as his teammates, for God's sake.
What a well-funded team.
Chester Stone, though, his only win in this series. Oh, he's got 2 wins in this series. One of them came at the Daytona Road Course back in season 2.
Gunship Gunslinger running up here in the top 10. How about that?
Oh yeah, and
he likes to move.
He's gonna pass Huckleberry Cooter right there for 7th place.
Gunship Gunslinger is a driver who's impressed the hell out of me.
I mean, again, short notice. He did not know he would be running a cup in the Cup Series, and now full time.
Been a journeyman driver for quite a long time. Always made the most of his opportunities.
Yes, Shane Van Hamburger actually trying to get a move done on Jenkins McNiggleshits, who dominated a couple weeks ago at Quahog Speedway, but of course did not end up with the win after a terribly timed caution. Ricky Lee Cagle looking for a move, does not do anything. These guys need to get around Chester Stone. I think he's holding them up.
I agree.
George Scooty and is that Steve Hoyufat going into turn number 6. Steve Hoyufat throws it in there, and he's gonna get the move done on George.
Damn it.
Now George Scooty's got Chaz Monster breathing down his neck. We'll have to see how that pit strategy works, though, for those guys. Because I think it's everybody from Shane Van Hamburger on back on this strategy. And Gunship Gunslinger is trying to pass Dolores Johnson now.
A pretty wide talent gap there. I would say Gunship's twice the driver that Dolores Johnson is.
Well, Dolores does have quite a few wins in this series.
Oh, they're all luck.
All right, David. We got Franz Herman just making a move on Billy Bob Jr. there.
Terrible.
Last season's winner at this track, Skeeter Bob, does not look like he will be going for a repeat. God damn, Screwball.
Yeah, Screwball got into that incident in the pits.
Yeah. There's no way Fernando Alonso's that fucking fast, man.
Hey, man. That's two-time Formula One champion Fernando Alonso.
That don't mean shit.
He's no better to me than John Gerard.
John Gerard went run circles around Alonso.
I agree.
That
They're
Perrier
both
car back in the 90s was iconic.
they're both liberal sissies.
That's right. Real red-blooded American like Ricky Bobby would kick their ass.
That's right.
If there was a Rolex Hall of Fame, I think Ricky Bobby should make the Hall of Fame. What do you say? And Cal
I
Naughton
agree.
Jr.
I agree. Cal Naughton Jr. one career win Talladega.
Hell yeah. Not much happening right now with these guys.
That's all right. This place usually gets wild when it feels like it.
Yeah, like we saw earlier. Truly a big ass lead for a lot. 3.9 seconds is insane work. Huckleberry Cooter looking for a late lunge into turn number 9. That was never gonna work no matter how many times you try it.
That's not what he told us.
Well, if Gap car or whatever the hell Ayrton Senna said. You know, I just found out he died today.
You just found out
Yeah, Ayrton Senna fucking died. I can't
he
believe
died
it.
in 1994.
That's a bunch of liberal woke bullshit.
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe we lost two legends this year, Ayrton Senna and Steve Irwin.
Oh, no, Steve Irwin died in 2006.
Oh, how the hell did he die?
He got stung by a stingray.
I'm eating every stingray I see.
I hear they're pretty tasty.
I'm eating it raw. I'm taking a bite right out of the wing.
That's wild.
You kill Steve Irwin, I'ma kill you.
I wonder if they have any here in Australia that we can eat.
I'm sure they do. Look at Grant Middlefinger around the outside of his owner.
Wouldn't it be awesome if they just wrecked each other?
Man, 2 weeks in a row with a buckshot and Chris Leota wreck. Life could not be better than that.
Good 2 weeks.
Seems like Alonso is just, man, he's found something here with those tires. It's had to have.
I just think that the whole field's getting held up behind Chester Stone.
Thomas Randall needs to fucking figure it the hell out and get around him. Thomas Randall
Thomas
making his
Randall may have enough car to win this race, but we'll never know if he can't clear Chester Stone.
Thomas Randall. This is gonna be his last start of this little tour as his teammate Cam Waters is hopping into that car next week at Bathurst. Love that team, despite their shitty owner, is giving these guys a chance.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
That's right. Steve Fat and Shane Van Hamburger. Dying ant versus coughing baby. be some shit if Alonso blew up.
It would be very on brand, though.
Yeah. There's a Jack LeBrock on brand new tires, so we'll see the difference there. I mean, obviously a lap down and with damage, so it might not be a very good gauge, but it's something to look at.
It'll be all right.
Seems like they really don't want to make moves on old tires.
Probably can't make it stick.
So I wonder if we're going to have another pit stop. Surely, yeah. Got 12 laps to go. Thomas Randall's actually gone into the pits, so yeah, the games are starting. Steve O'Ufat and Jenkins McNiggleshits also came down pit road. Brock Feeney about to get lapped by Fernando. Oh, you can see those tires are so much better in these long corners. Colin Henthorne, is he gonna go for it on Chester Stone? No, he's not. Huckleberry Cooter goes for a move on Gunship, and he's gonna make it work. Wait, maybe not. Gunship's fighting back on the outside. Nope, never mind. Huckleberry gets it. That's gonna be 6th place for Mr. Cooter. Alonso is now into the pits. Yeah, everybody should be coming in now. And George Scooty's gonna stay out. Yep, all those guys that stayed out or that pitted under the last caution. So there's your well, not your net race leader, but your new race leader. For the time being, George Scooty. Let's see who comes out of pit road first. It's going to be Fernando Alonso. Fernando Alonso by a fuck ton. However, Thomas Randall's out here in 2nd place. Let's see where the 57 ends up. Whoa. That got tight right there. Franz Herman throws one in on the 48. Makes it work. Easy pass for Mr. Verstappen. I meant Herman. Alonso's still got cold tires. Thomas Randall is catching him. Oh man. Thomas Randall. He is right there. Is he going to go for it? Oh, Alonso defended pretty well right there. Randall is all over Fernando right now. Will we see a move into turn one for the lead? If not now, then never, honestly. And he's gonna wait. You've got to go for it right now if you're Thomas Randall. And still, Randall does not want to pass the 14 for some reason. Chester Stone catching these guys rapidly. And I think Alonso's tires are warming up now. It's going to be really hard to pass him now. I think Randall blew his chance. However, Chester Stone looks very fast. Chester Stone all over the back of Thomas Randall. Oh, he's going to nudge him out of the way. Tried to. A little bit of contact. Chester Stone knows what this would mean if he can get a win. It has been 4 seasons since he has won. Chester Stone knows what's at stake. Hang on though, this battle might not be over. We got lap traffic coming. That could play into the favor of Thomas Randall depending on where Alonso catches Mr. Feeney here. Ten laps to go from Albert Park. No moves being made. Let's see what's going on back here. Not really much. Colin Henthorne may be finding his way into this battle here very, very shortly. All three of these guys equidistant apart from each other, about half a second between each. And I think Randall made a little bit of mistake exiting the chicane there. This might open the door for Chester Stone, who's not gonna throw one in. These guys refuse to pass each other, man, and Chester Stone runs wide. These guys are just letting Alonso run off. Fernando Alonso ran a interesting line there. Compromised his entry just a little bit. Colin Henthorne fully in this mix now. Can Alonso get his first win this season? Alonso led a good portion of this race last season to come up short after that, again, horribly timed caution last season. And look at Chester Stone right on the back of Thomas Randall. Absolutely must pull something off right here. I think he's got a little bit of a run on him. He might be close enough. What the hell is he doing? He's just staying right on his ass. Oh, he looked there. Don't know why he didn't try something into the 90-degree right-hander there. Not being as aggressive as he should be. Brock Feeney now, his wake is going to be affecting Alonso just that little bit. And again, like I said, this may help these guys if Alonso struggles to get around the 71. Big gaggle of cars here from 10th on back. Not that many cars left on the racetrack. Absolute mess mid-race. Alonso is fully right behind the 71 now. Actually had a horrible corner as a result. Chester Stone and Colin Henthorne fighting each other. .52.8 compared to a .52.6. Alonso is losing time. Oh, great corner for the 55. Actually, I think he overshot it just a little bit. That's going to actually send him back a little bit. There's no lack of trying for Thomas Randall. Shane Van Hamburger just comes out of the pits for his final stop. Are we potentially going to see pit stops at the end of this race? That might throw something else into this. I don't know if they can make it to the end. They should be able to, but I could be wrong. Just like how I was last week when I thought they couldn't make it, and they did. But that's just something to note. Fernando Alonso misses the apex there. And they might not be able to make it though. And we still got at least 10 minutes of racing left. 8 to 10 minutes. I don't know. They might not. This lead pack might not have enough. Alonso trying to get around Brock Feeney. Brock Feeney cuts him off, actually. Brock Feeney, I mean, has every right to race for his lap, but I mean, there's nobody around him. I don't see any reason why he should. Probably just mad after how his days turned out. Oh boy. Now he's really getting in the way. Alonso goes for it. Oh, and he's going to get cut off again. Like I said, it's going to let the 55 get closer. Alonso's trying for another move. And that closes everybody right back up. It's going to be a really slow lap for Fernando. 54.5 compared to a 53.9. Will Alonso be able to get around Brock Feeney this time? Does not go for a move. Team owner Colin Anthorn cannot be happy with that 71. However, he might now have something to race for with that 8 car ahead of him. Oh, we got a slow 8 car. A slow 8 car. Oh my god!
God.
Alonso's out!
Oh my God.
The lappers just took out Fernando Alonso. Thomas Randall is in position to win this thing. Oh,
Damn.
what the fuck?
Poor Fernando Alonso. He just can't catch a break.
Alonso, man, he's been doing so good this season. Thomas Randall. Is he going to get a win in the Rolex Cup Series before he does in the V8 Supercars? Can you believe this?
He might.
And Thomas Randall actually goes into the pits. Still though, I think these other two are going to have to pit. This may be the strategy to win this race. Colin Anthorn, though, in second, he's going to try to get around Chester Stone. Because I don't think these guys are going to make it. I really don't. What a turn of events. Poor Fernando Alonso. The 8 car in the 71 got into it.
What a shame.
The Dorian Wright very, very slow down the straightaway. Brock Feeney kind of had nowhere to go. Tried to avoid him. They hit each other. Took out Fernando. Uh, I've never seen this level of chaos ever.
Is this race going to end under yellow?
No, we're still green. That was no yellow.
Oh, wow.
And Ricky Lee Cagle's also come out of the pits, so I think he will actually have the lead. He pitted a lap before Thomas Randall did.
What a shame.
Is he going to go 2 for 2 in Australia? This is going to be your race for the win between these two. And your leaders tires right now. Just a couple laps to go, but I don't think they're gonna be able to make it. They're running very, very slow laps. Yeah, no, they aren't gonna be able to make it. Gunship Gunslinger, is he gonna be able to
I believe he'll
get?
come in this time.
Yeah, he is. Sleeves.
Splash and go.
Yeah, all these guys are gonna come in. George Scooty stays out, but
Come on, George.
again, I just don't think he's got it.
As he makes a pass.
Yeah, I mean, a pass, but that is the lapped car of Jack LeBrock, who does have better tires. So I think he might just let him go there. This is the real race we're watching right here, though. Unless by some miracle George Scooty manages to stay out.
It'd be a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how this one pays off.
Oh man, Thomas Randall trying to put the bumper to the 42. He knows he can potentially
He
win this
knows
thing.
this is urgent.
But I don't know, these guys, I mean, only 3 laps to go, but it's almost 2 minutes a lap. Like, it is a long distance. Thomas Randall, he's going to go for a move on the fucking straightaway.
He's thought about it.
He's going to go for something in the chicane. Oh, I think they made a little contact there. Randall all over the 42. This is his
I'd be shocked
chance.
if he doesn't pull out here.
This is his shot right here. There he goes.
He
Thomas
makes the
Randall.
move.
Thomas Randall on the inside.
Ricky Lee Cagle fighting back on the outside. Doesn't look like he's going to have the momentum.
There it is. Thomas Randall takes that position, and does George Scooty come in? Yes, he does.
What a shame.
Tobuscus Tobacco stays out. Franz Herman comes in. 2 laps to go now. And even with the old tires, I mean, these guys are so much faster. Potential, well, we haven't seen Tobuscus Tobacco run nearly as well as he did last year. But again, essentially a new team, new manufacturer, a lot of things to know. New body style for that Ford. You know, a lot to learn, obviously. Thomas Randall trying to get around our newest team on the grid, Chuck Dawson and the Aramco Racing #1. Aramco, big sponsor of this race. They would love to see their driver get a good finish. If I'm Thomas Randall, I gotta, and I'm gonna try to haul ass to get around these guys. I mean, with it being 2 to go, I think if you're either one of these 3, you gotta just go for it. If you run out, you run out. If you don't, you won't have a chance to win. Oh, side by side. Was that actually a move? That was a pass by Chester Stone in the fucking chicane.
Bold move.
Thomas Randall can't get around the 1 car there.
Will the 92 and the 48 stay out this time?
I feel like you have to. You gotta stay out. And they don't. The 48
The
stays
48
out.
continues to stay out, as does the 1.
And the 55 is, well, that's Billy Bob Jr. Takes the white flag. 1 lap to go. Can Thomas Randall get there?
He'd have to clear the 1 here.
And he
does not do it.
wait, he might.
Nope, maybe.
He's gonna have to do it, but look at Ricky Lee Cagle rapidly approaching. Randall better on the brakes, but the one definitely has the better line, and
Come
the
on,
the,
Thomas
the
Randall.
traction's gonna be no contest here. Thomas Randall gets around Chuck Dawson. Billy Bob Jr. though, can he hold on?
He's
Come
really only
on.
got one shot.
Come on, Thomas Randall. That's the GOAT right there.
I I think Randall's tires might be fried though. I think that's gonna be all she wrote. Oh, that is such a speed difference though there. It was like a 10-mile-an-hour difference with the tires. I
Come
think
on,
if
LeBrock,
he
get
had
him away.
if he had one more lap, I think Thomas Randall would be able to get there, but he just doesn't. Billy Bob Jr. Remember this team actually won here last season with the with Skeeter Bob Houston, so that's gonna be all she wrote. Billy Bob Jr. is gonna get his second win of the year in
Ooh.
Australia.
Ooh.
Thomas Randall is gonna finish second, and it's a third place for Chuck Dawson. That team's first podium. Big old block by Chester Stone. He's gonna get. He's actually gonna get around Ricky Lee Cagle there. Sixth place for Colin Henthorne. Seventh for Jeggings. Eighth Dolores. Ninth for Toyota. 10th Gunship Gunslinger. Another top 10 in that car. As we saw Chaz Monster blocking the shit out of Huckleberry Cougar. Man, so close yet so far for Thomas Randall. Billy Bob Jr., though, victorious at Albert Park in an absolutely insane race. Our third time doing this Aussie tour. And we've had nothing but bangers here.
Yeah, buddy.
We give it up for Chuck Dawson. First podium on a road course. First podium for Aramco Racing. What a finish. So, there's going to be your results on the left side of the screen there. And that'll be it. We'll see you guys next week as we head to Bathurst.